Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about our place in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused, we deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. 10 positive truth to us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Radekonde Olujimi for Savannah News TV. Baby, I'm a living witness. Keep watching Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.
Yes, good morning from here. I remain your regular host, Prince Olujimi Adekanlele Joka from Savannah News Television. As you heard earlier, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel at Savannah News Television, and you can still watch us live on Savannah News Television Facebook page, and also on my own personal page, Jimmy Adekanle Jaff. You can watch us live and direct. This is where we bring the news to you raw and undiluted. Good morning. This morning we are trying to review headlines in Nigeria before we bring in our guest to discuss national issues and state issues here on this platform. We will start from the our newspaper review for today. The first in the list is the Daily Trust, and on the first page is the Kanu APC crisis. Tinubu to meet Ganduje as Ford threatens 2023 ambition. That is credited to the Daily Trust. And the same Daily Trust on the front page again, Federal Inland Revenue Service moves to capture MDA's revenue waivers as taxes. On the same Daily Trust front page again, Electoral Act. INEC replies Buhari backs amendments. I think they have back. I think what I think realize that they have backed the is it the direct or indirect related to direct or indirect election voting pattern. Federal government rejects ban. Accuses UK of travel appetite. I don't know. They have their country and I think they have the right to whatever they want to. Whosoever they want them to visit them in their country. Nigerians, put your house in order. Observe all these things so that we will not have cases of people testing positive to Omicron virus or whatever and it has cost a lot of people. A lot of people want to travel. It has cost them a lot, and that is unconnected to where we are not really going by the rules in Nigeria to observe all those all those measures to curb the spread of this COVID-19. And now it's unfortunate. Even in Canada here, the same travel ban has been placed, especially for Nigerians that are traveling here. And it's unfortunate because 2 people tested positive from Nigeria that landed here in Canada. So also inside there, that is in the same Daily Trust. I think this is in page 3. We're having an Omicron variant. How worried should we be? A virologist explained. That is coming from a virologist. I think it's Dr. Jeremy Roseman. Is discussing that issue. Just go to the Daily Trust. You'll get more of those stories there. And so also of what I've told you, Supreme Court in the same Daily Trust, Supreme Court rules on state judicial legislative autonomy today. The Supreme Court are going to rule on the autonomy between the state and the legislative. As you are aware that, as you can agree with me that most state assembly are at the mercy of the governor. The governor dictates. So where is the separation of power? But today the Supreme Court is about to rule, and let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Bauchi, on page 8 of the same Daily Trust, Bauchi Assembly passes no confident vote on commissioner, withdraws confirmation. Go to the Daily Trust there. You will see the full story of that story. I think that is Dr. Aliu Usman Tilde over alleged contempt to the state legislature. So they passed vote of no confidence on him. FCDA director seek better patronage for local engineers. How good are our engineers? That is the question. If you are talking about this, you have to take it down to schools. In our schools, you will see engineers who have not held a spanner before, and they call themselves mechanical engineers. You see a building engineer from our schools who doesn't know how to even lay blocks. He doesn't know how to even do projection. So yeah, it's a good one. Is calling for that, but it has to start from our foundation, from the school. In Europe, here, in abroad, in North and South America, right from high school, that is secondary school, you see they have mechanical department, they have electrical department where they go for practicals, where they bring cars practically. The buildings, they do buildings practically, right from secondary school, not university. But in Nigeria, even in university, you may even some people graduated as a mechanical engineer, they don't even know where to even remove the plug of a car. They don't even know where the brain box of a car is, and you say you're a mechanical engineer. So these are the issues. Our curriculum has to change for us to have a better understanding of good divulge of expertise. I think that is on okay, there's another advert here that caught my interest. Communes as Anand Abuja honors Mama Vasta at 81st posthumous birthday. I hope we all remember Mama Vasta, who was executed by Babangida on the alleged coup. They are both friends, and but he was executed for a coup, and Vasta was a member of Anand. I think that's Association of National Accountants. He was a member of that, and he was a poet too. He was a poet before now. And then that is it all about the Daily Trust. And right now we are going to the Tribune, into the Tribune, Nigerian Tribune. Nigerian AFDB slam UK, say ban on fear, not backed by science. Not backed by science. That is what we are hearing from that. Nigerian foreign trade hits 13.3 trillion. That is coming from Nigerian MBS. I think that should be Nigerian Bureau of Statistics. That is still on the Tribune, Nigerian Tribune. still picking from the Nigerian Tribune. And on that same Nigerian Tribune, cocoa farmers lose 55 billion annually. It's on the page 13 of Nigerian Tribune. Onirisha, that is the Ooni of Ife, 6 years on the throne of Oduduwa. So fast, His Imperial Majesty Arole Oduduwa Olofin Adimula Ooni Adeyeye Enitan Babatunde Ogunwusi Ojaja II, celebrating his 60 years on the throne as the Ooni of Ife. How time flies. Demolition of illegal construction across Festac town will continue. That is credited to Ashafa. Court fixed February 21 to decide Atiku's citizenship status. That is credited to Tribune on page 18. We have submitted to the will of Allah, says parents of children who died inside parked car in Lagos. You can see that on the page 19 of Tribune, Nigerian Tribune. Suspected pirates abduct NSCDC official, 4 civilians in Bayelsa. Still boss on insecurity we have been shouting for. Amotekun begins identification exercise. Vehicle search in Ondo. Suspected armed robber shoot Benue Poly lecturer to death for daring them. That is serious. ASU to federal government. You will hear from us within 24 hours. That is credited to ASU. They said the federal government will hear from them within the next 24 hours. We are waiting. Why federal government launch virtual court sitting facility at Kuje Correctional Center? That is credited to Malami, the Attorney General. Yes, it's a good one. Open a virtual center instead of transporting the inmates from the prison to court. You can do it on a virtual wherever. It's all over the world. That is what it entails everywhere in the world. It saves time and saves costs. Akeredolu to open John Vance cocoa factory today. That is interesting. Ondo State Governor Mr. Rotimi Akeredolu will today officially open the John Vance cocoa factory in Akure, the state capital. According to the statement by the John Vance Industry Limited, owner of the factory, the governor, who is the special guest of honor, will perform the ceremony at the site of the factory at kilometer 5, Ilesha Benin Expressway. Really? That is a way Akure, starting from 12 noon today. Interesting. Wow. Wow, that is interesting. And that is how far we can take on the Nigerian Tribune. We are going quickly to the Punch newspaper. The headline, the front page headline is Nigeria and UK may clash. Federal government alleges action discriminatory. If UK and Nigeria clash, that is the big elephant is fighting with the ant. Who will suffer? If you clash with UK, where will Buhari go for his treatment? That is the question. That is a pertinent question we are asking. On that same front page, we still have some other competitive news. Rising food prices fueling inflation in Nigeria. Orders. That is coming from the IMF. NSCDC operative brutalized. Punch reporters tag him ESN spy. They tag the person ESN spy and they've now beat him up and brutalized him. Foreign airline to cut Nigerian flights as says crash. That is credited to the front page of the Nigerian of the Punch. 3 billion naira fraud. EFCC protests US medical travel application by ex NSITF boss. Over 3 billion. So maybe the guy wants to go to the US for medical treatment. And he may jump bail from there. 35 years old man arrested for killing Ogun cigarette seller with blow over 50 naira. We should try and control our anger. That is what the lesson we learn from this now. Motorists protest deplorable Kwara Oyo connecting colonial era bridge. Can you imagine? They're still using the colonial era bridge. Colonial era. That is during Lord Lugard. And we look at where we are today, 2021. We are still using colonial bridge in Nigeria. Can you imagine our leaders? That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. It is a temporary precautionary measure to prevent further Omicron cases in UK. That is credited to the envoy of the UK in Nigeria saying that. UN seeks support as Cameroonian refugees in Nigeria cross 70,000. Trouble looming. Trouble looming. Trouble looming. Another one here is Lagos magistrate slammed traffic, impounded car and motorists. Another one here is about the Dowen College. Family demands coroner inquest into son's death. Family demands coroner inquest into son's death. That is on the issue of the Dowen College saga. It's unfortunate that Sylvester died in that story. The guy that died in Dowen College, and since that time I think Dowen has been shut down, and we are following events as it unfolds. Ekiti man nabbed for stealing farmer 300,000 naira motorcycle. That is in Ado Ekiti. Suspect arrest for killing Ogun customs men. 2.8 billion naira expired drinks, others seized. Imagine, that is in the Punch. That you can see that on the page. I think page 5 of the Punch newspaper. Soldier lover arrested over 90 rounds of ammunition in Borno. Can you imagine? They are the one fueling all those terrorists. These are the. I hope we are sure that this soldier is not part of the one that was given amnesty from the Boko Haram that were being recycled into the system, into the military. We hope he's not part of those people that are being recycled. Because as we told you earlier, there is no how you can bring anybody to recycle into a system that his loyalty will not still lie with his terrorist group. It's not possible. Lagos firm train youth in water hyacinth recycling. That's a good one. That's a good one. Still on the Punch. Secondus suspension. Suit stall at Supreme Court. You can get that on the page 7 of the Punch. Anger as sit-at-home order grounds commercial activities in Onitsha. This one is on Bayelsa Pale. Arewa youth middlesome interlopers. Ignorance, says Ijo Youth Council. So all these are credited to the Punch. And at the Punch, in the foreign news, we have the news again. We have Nigeria recorded highest malaria death globally in 2020. That is coming from the WHO, World Health Organization. The highest in the whole world in 2020 that died of malaria. "15 Kuje prison inmates with minor offences fined and released." It's okay. "Dismiss worker accusing rector of having affair with wife on character assassination." That is in Ofapoli. You can see the news too. That is still on page 7 of the Punch newspaper. "We have yet to receive judgment on Kanu APC crisis." That is credit to Akpanu Edede. I think Akpanu Edede is I think is Akpanu Edede is one of the is the national secretary of APC, Senator John Akpanu Edede. He said they are yet to receive judgment on Kanu APC crisis. So there's a big crisis in Kanu APC between Ganduje and the other big wig there. And you know that Ganduje is going to become the vice presidential candidate aspirant to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So problem has started rocking even when they have not started the journey. So we still have in here. We still on the business and economy. Foreign airline to cut Nigerian flight as says crash. Nigeria records 8.9 trillion trade deficit in 9 months. Expert blames insecurity. That is a known fact. No investor want to come where there is no security, where the lives and property are not secure. Nobody want to bring their money here, their money there. Buhari Obaseki urge Auditor General to develop anti-corruption strategies. We have them in place. It's the execution that matters. That is the problem. We have all that. That is all you can get. You can take from the Punch newspaper. I think right now we just go to leadership briefly. Controversy trail 42 billion naira National Assembly complex renovation contract. Imagine 42 billion to renovate just a complex in a country where there is hunger. That caption is credited to the leadership newspaper front page. Anambra poll, a litmus test for 2023 general election. That is in the back story of the day of the leadership paper. So you can imagine 42 billion is controversial because that 42 billion, I can assure you that 80% of it is going to personal pocket, not for the project. It's just an avenue to steal our money. Because we're in a country where we don't have templates. So I think that is Falana blames political class for Nigerian woes. Yes, political class are the problem of Nigerian woes, of course. That is coming from Falana, the lawyer. Marwa pledges implementation of National Drug Control Master Plan. Stakeholders move to make Lokoja mega terminal work. Babangida Buhari condoles with Borno governor over Bunu Sheriff's death. Oh, may he rest in peace. That is all we can take for today on newspaper review, and we will be going ahead now to the second segment to link up with our guest today. Our guest today is a politician, and We are bringing him on board. I will not reveal the cat now from the bag, as I will be calling on him. I think he's in Nigeria. It's in Lagos, Nigeria. We are bringing him on board on this program to discuss some national issues affecting Nigeria and Ondo State in particular. This gentleman, he was a candidate of a party. He was a governorship candidate in Ondo State in the last election year 2020. I'll bring him on board before revealing who he is. But let me try and let me see how we can get him up now to come on board. I think I've gotten across to him, but I'm coming. I'll bring him on board right now. He's still on air. He said, "Are we?" Your Excellency, your picture is your picture. Your video camera is off. Please, can you on it on? Can you put it on? Hello, can you hear us from here?
I can hear you.
Please, can you on your camera, please?
A minute. I can. Yeah, it's on.
It's not on, please. It came off and it came on now and it's off again. Please, kindly adjust your camera, please. It's not on. Your camera is not on.
Yeah, can you see me now? It's on now.
Okay, I can see you. Please hold it. I can see you. I can see you. Yes, you are. I'll bring you on board now. My viewers are waiting for you across the world. I can see my viewers from North and South America. I can see them from Asia. I can see even far away Australia is even here. There are a lot of them in Australia watching. I'm bringing you on board now. I'm bringing my guests to you. As I told you earlier, I'm not revealing what is in the bag until it's on here. I'm bringing him in a short while, in a second. He's going to be live with us at Savannah News Television. Yes, good morning from here. Your Excellency, I'm talking with Prince Eniola Ojajuni. He is a former NMPP governorship candidate in Ondo State and also an investment consultant. He's the GM of Vega Foods. Your Excellency, good morning from here.
Yeah, good afternoon from here, Mr. Jaff. How are you, sir?
Yeah, we are fine in Savannah News. Good to have you on our studio this morning here in Toronto. Yeah, I'm sure it's noon. It's noon there in Nigeria. Yeah, but right now it's just exactly 15 minutes past 10 in the morning here from Toronto, Canada. Toronto, in Canada. Yes, Prince Eniola Ojajuni. Once again, you are welcome on board on Savannah News Television.
Thank you for having me. Good afternoon and good morning to you, bro.
Thank you very much. You are part of you are a candidate of a party in last election in Ondo State. You are just going to become the governor of that state, and as one of the youths among the contestants then, and with your manifesto, having gone through your manifesto, and we felt it's very germane for you to be here to discuss the state of our nation, especially Ondo State, where you once signify your interest to govern. And right now we are about almost a year into the new dispensation of Governor Rotimi Akeredolu government, and also for the fact that you came from Ondo South, that is where they refer to as the bedrock of the state, where they are producing the golden egg. Please, I want you to tell the viewers what has been your observation, the scorecard of this government so far about the development. Oh, it's like we lost him. About the development in Ondo South. Okay, you went off initially, please, and you are back right now.
Yeah, sorry, the network.
Okay.
Sorry, the network here is very dramatic.
Okay, I'm sure you had the question. Yeah. The scorecard of Akeredolu so far, especially for Ondo South, where you came from. How has it been? What can you say about that?
Thank you for having me. Good afternoon, Nigerians, and good afternoon, Johnson people of Ondo State. Where it's very interesting, and I started the political journey from Lagos, where I contest for House of Assembly 2015. And I think there's need for me to go back home and start the journey. Then I was an aspirant under the Alliance for Democracy 2016 governorship election. Then unfortunately I was not given ticket before the drama of Olushola Oki and the former AD aspirant then, Oluokere, precisely. Then 2021 and 20 elections, governorship election, because of the drive and the potential and ideas I have that I believe it can be useful to develop Ondo State, I don't stop there. I decided to contest the election under ADC. Unfortunately, I was not given the ticket in ADC. Then I moved to NPP, New Nigeria People Party, where I was finally over the ticket. I don't stop there. And quite unfortunately, the election has gone. And the election has gone, and we believe that the government should be able to run speed in terms of development, in terms of job creation, in terms of policy and infrastructure development that can create jobs for our people. But unfortunately, that where we find ourselves today is our audio project, particularly from Ondo South, where I come from. It's unfortunate that we've lost it in the last 12 years of our democratic sector in Ondo South, particularly in Ondo South and entire Ondo State.
Your Excellency, you made mention of audio project. What do you mean by audio project?
What I mean by audio projects, they are the autocracy projects that are not existing, and they're using to cajole people on social media that governor do this, governor do that. I represented governor to commit this. It's unfortunate we have the major party called PDP who are not up to the task to challenge to challenge the governor in terms of policy, in terms of decision making in those things. As you always say, that the Supreme Court is about to give judgment on the issue of House of Assembly and the state government, because if you look at Nigeria today, Lagos state governments are only the legislative arms of government that are maybe 85% independent. Like Ondo State is unfortunate that the set of people we have, with due respect to them, the assembly member in Ondo State, there are people of caliber that have no idea to be there in the first place. You understand? So I question the integrity. I may not question the integrity, but fortunately we have the caliber of people who run Ondo State, both from the House of Assembly down to the local government level and to the executive house of government. These people are not competent to occupy a public space. You understand? So when we continue saying they look at maybe we are too arrogant, we are arrogant for the development of Ondo State and for the benefit of Ondo people, for the creation of job and policy and infrastructure development that will give our people sense of belonging. Ondo State is backward. Other states are celebrating an excellency project
Yeah.
because he was desperate to come second term. I told a lot of people that this man is desperate because he knew what he's doing. He knew how, and I intend to convey the people of Ondo State. But unfortunately, that 89% of Ondo State youth fall into his trap. And today they are suffering from it. They are, for example, let me go from Ilaje where I come from. Ilaje where I come from today, Ilaje have become a dead site. Seriously, killings are going on in Ilaje local government every day. There's nothing the government can do. And all the local government chairman was in place there. Nothing you can be able to do. No ideas. Not,
Your Excellency, you know, in Savannah News, we always act with facts and figures. You have just mentioned blanketly that audio project. Please, can you educate us? Which projects are you particularly referring to in Ilaje or Ondo South that are audio?
Okay, let me go this way. Go to their Facebook page where normally they see people. They will tell you your industrial zone,
yes,
your investment this.
Yeah.
Go there about there's nothing. It's kajokia. It's fake and audio. Now go to.
But no, Your Excellency, you just mentioned our industrial hall, but I learned they have started producing lace and they are producing plywood from our industrial hall.
My brother, where are the lace in the market? They are lying. Where are the lace in the market? Who are the people working there? Who are the people working there? You know, just tell me, show me practical. Show me things that are on ground.
No, Excellency, hold on, Excellency. Let's just take it step by step, please, because our viewers want to really get the facts, and we are here to showcase the fact. You just mentioned our industrial hub. Our industrial hub is a world class hype industrial area, because they said that there's a time we saw on that same Facebook page, we saw some trucks. They say they have assembly plant there. They have they are producing plywood in that same place, and they are producing lace in that same place. And they are claiming that the lace is in the market, and they say they have been assembling trucks, that is trailer heads and whatever. I'm surprised you are saying all these are audio. What are your facts?
Let me just give you an example of what they call industrial zone. Let me educate them, they don't know. For example, let's start with Uwosu in Anambra. Uwosu in assembly cars, buses today is in the market. Let them show me the truck that they've assembled on those states that is in the market. Let them show me those who are the distributors of those slaves. Let them show me how many Kale youth are working in that place. How many Nigerians are working there? How many people that are working for me? How many people that are working in this place? What they are doing there, this is what they are doing. In the so-called government, they have this their packaging, packaging stuff that Mr. K is producing this, is this and that. It's audio fake. Let us have those statistics, for example. Go to Agbara Industrial Zone, my brother. When you get to Agbara Industrial Zone, there are a lot of companies producing various products in the market. You can go and check who are the market. Naftil is there. Liver product is there. How many companies in those states are industrial zone? All we keep on seeing on Facebook. The last time I visited that Facebook page, they only have 3 people comment and 2 people share. And what the people share? They are the same set of people. You know, it's annoying seeing all this in every day. 3 weeks ago, I see draft towards towards Ore Expressway. I park, I look at it. There's nothing there. These people, they are here to sample on those state money to Turkey, Anambra. You can see every day they're going from one place to get a work. It's unfortunate that a governor who closed down the whole university in those states can go far to Ibadan to go and see doctoral work. It's shameful. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
But
proud that we don't have people who can challenge the status quo. The PDP as opposition party in those states is there. They are not making effort to challenge. You understand? Now, the issue of our industrial zone, my brother, there's nothing like that. It's all audio project. You just mentioned that Mr. Governor wants to build a place in Elisha Expressway to commission a factory. My brother, after that there's nothing to show about it. In the next 6 months, please go to that place. Tell your crossman to go to that side to go and see. There's nothing.
Yeah,
Government have no business, my brother. Government have no business in setting up factory. Government have no business in creating industry. The government job is to create policy to enable investors to come in, to come and invest. The last time I was asking an honorable member of House of Assembly who is from my place, I asked my brother, can I have Ondo State investment policy? He was asking me, what do I mean Ondo State investment policy? An honorable member of Ondo State House of Assembly who represented my constituency. I asked him, can I see a copy of Ondo State investment policy for 1999 to 2019? And today, he was not asking me, what do I mean by investment policy? A lawmaker who has to go to assembly to represent his people, to pass a bill that are going to create jobs for his people, to pass a bill that are going to encourage investors and all this. So he's asking me and each other, what do I mean by investment policy? My brother, Ondo State today, although my like that, just like we are facing national level today, we are going to pass it through. In the next 4 years, Ondo State needs to be reviewed by technocrats, by people of a new idea. Now let me go to like the local government where I come from.
No, before that, Excellency, before you go to the Ilaje, I want to throw a question to you, because we learned that as we know, we are second largest owner of bitumen in the entire world, and during the campaign, the governor said they have started exploration of bitumen in Ondo State, which is a very laudable idea, and we are happy. Please, what is the state of our bitumen in Ondo South, in Kaleland in particular? Because it's the bitumen, like here in Canada, bitumen is one of their major. They are the largest. We are the second in the Kaleland in the whole world, and the governor said they start exploration. What is the bitumen on ground? Are they starting exploration, and what has been the positive impact to Ondo State and Nigeria in general?
As I said earlier on, I am sitting on meat. I have a figure and file. If you want me to be sending pictures to you after the program, I'm going to do so. During the campaign period, I can watch it live. Tell Jegede and Mr. Governor himself. Tell Jegede was asking him. He was parabolating with anger. You know, the governor had this kind of anger.
Yes.
This erona anger. Because, the guy was telling the bitter truth. The governor hate the truth. He hate anybody who wants to tell you the truth. The bitter, that day I would look and say, why this arrogance in this man's face? Now, the former deputy governor, that is Alain Chumure, he posts some things about what they claim. My brother, they are nothing like that. It's just packaging. They package it to deceive those things. Just like I challenge somebody who was in his government, they claim that they have chocolate in Idore. I said, my wife wants to be a distributor of chocolate of Ondo State. Let me see. They now refer me to Ekiti State. There's somebody from Ekiti State is a distributor. A chocolate that was made in Ondo State. Okay, tell me the factory. Where is the factory in Idore? I want to go there. He was telling me that I should contact the person in Ekiti State. One of the government officers, I won't mention his name. I will mention they want to mention his name.
No.
Because these people, they are there to stand for Ondo State. Now, I asked him, where are the chocolate in Ondo State? One of the produce chocolate that have been made chocolate in Ondo State, not in Idore. Where are the chocolate in market? We go to ShopRite now. No chocolate made in Ondo State in ShopRite. No chocolate made in Ondo State in market. So the issue of bitumen in Ondo State, there's nothing like bitumen isolation, whatever they call it. Nothing in Ondo State. It's just a campaign propaganda to deceive the people, and they did it so. And because the people are so desperate, because the people are so desperate, they are not ready to answer questions. For example, looking at the debate that was organized by Ondo State, the debate was organized by people who believe that the governor deserves second time to come in. You understand?
Why do you say so? Why do you say so?
Because I can remember that the debate organized by Kana PFN, I was there. When I was giving my manifesto, the deputy governor came here, in the court, they have to shut me down. Because I was hinting, I was bringing fun and figures. Where those states should be and where they should not be. And where those states should be the second largest economic in Southwest. Lagos is Jamban, Ogun State is
to another point now. You said Lagos State is jam-packed, Ogun State is jam-packed. But Governor Rotmakadolu said he has opened this Riverine area for business. I remember he went there that they have even created a road that will link that place to Ekpe or so. I think that's the area. You should know better.
My brother, there's nothing like that. I keep on saying it. Now I had to a project. Around a project from Ibetuleki coming to Ondo State. Do you see contractor inside? There's no contractor inside. They just go there to commission on the project. No contractor inside. In fact, 3 weeks ago, last month, I was in Ipare. I was driving that to Aromi, going towards Lekki. But there's nothing like that. I was not asking at the German. Project, project, you can imagine. There's nothing like that.
You mean there's nothing? You mean there's nothing on ground to show for that?
Where are the contractor? After commission for over 1 year and 8 months, have you forgotten that the Advanced Forum go there to commission uncompleted project? You understand? It's about to Lagos, it's about to Ore. It's not about 45-minute driving. It's easier. But it's just pathetic that we find ourselves in this state of Imo governor.
But Your Excellency, how about the Aboto water project that is serving people water?
My brother, there are people in Nigeria who are in APC. The deputy governor from Nigeria, is the leader of the party in Nigeria local government. A deputy governor that was elected from Nigeria, who has not for once called the EDA forum meeting or the youth forum meeting or call entire Nigeria people to come, let's sit down on how we want to develop Nigeria. A man is be able to tell us where there's nothing like Aboto project. Nothing is not functional. The last time I went to Bakoda, I bought water from Lagos to Bakoda because the water is not drinkable.
Really?
Of course, now the last time I went to Bakoda, I lodged in Marine Hotel. In fact, the water is smelling as if a gutter water. You understand? So what is the government to provide ordinary water for these people? In the last 15 years, there are no light in the local government.
No. Your Excellency, the light issue is not the light issue. I think they said is peculiar to Ondo South, not Nigeria alone. The light issue.
Yes, I understand that. But the governor promised 4 years ago that he's going to restore that. Nothing was done.
Yes.
Nothing was done. And this is the second time of the governor now. And the second time of the governor is busy going from one place, one party. Deputy governor will say, I represent governor in naming ceremony. I represent governor in burial ceremony. I do this and do that. These people, they don't. In fact, the list of commissioner I saw 3 weeks ago, incompetent set of people who cannot offer on those things any sense of belonging idea that can develop these things.
Why are you saying that? Because I learned there's one Razak Obe who is a technocrat, who is among the nominees, who is among the commission nominees.
Which technocrat? I bet bros go and see now. Which bros forget now? Among all of them, my brother, these are the people who contributed millions of naira to the governor to become second-time governor. These are the people who contribute millions to the governor to grab election and that election. So they are being compensated. Now, you appoint me as a commissioner for finance, as commissioner for commerce and industry, for example. You now make a governor's son who just graduated 2 years, a year ago to edit.
Yeah. Your Excellency, you are coming to a point now.
I'm not saying the governor appointed his son is bad. He can do so, but in a critical hour, critical time, critical movement of Ondo State, how could they appoint such a young man who doesn't have any experience to air the commissioners? So the commissioner cannot make a decision without contacting the young guy.
Can you define to us what is the DG? The DG of the position is the DG. Want us to define it to our viewers, because we don't know. We just say that it's a DG. What is his function?
What appointment says that the governor's son aired the private sector. He had Commissioner for Finance, Commissioner for Education, Commissioner for Commerce and Industry, Commissioner for Environment, Commissioner for Infrastructure. Although we don't say don't have Commissioner for Infrastructure because we don't have people of intent. I mean, people who have idea who can take so, all kinds of Commissioner for Women Affairs. Is the total head of all this commissioner, and you cannot take a decision without contacting the governor. So if any member want to go to the governor, have to go to the governor table. So
really, is that what is entails in the?
Of course.
Okay. Let me come to this level now, please. We are coming to crack the nut now, Your Excellency. You have just mentioned the function of the DG of investment, whatever. You are just giving us the function. If you are in Femi's Agagu's shoe, what will you do?
Femi has been in government in the days of Agagu. Am I right?
Yes.
He has been in the days of Agagu.
Chief of staff. He was the chief of staff.
To his brother.
Yeah.
To his late brother. I mean, to his priest. Now, you are not bringing somebody who's old enough to be successful, Shegun last born, to head his private sector. My brother, I think if I'm in that match, I voluntarily resign. I will say thank you, Mr. Governor, for nominating me to be.
Well, we can see the network is somehow. The network is.
I would rather recommend. If I'm Femi Agagun, I rather recommend a young man from Ibotako or for Ileluji and from Osoro to head that position. If I'm in shoe.
Well, yeah. Well, it's unfortunate that we're having it like this in Ondo State. And I want you to, how do you rate the governor? Oh, the network is Nigerian factor. We will still come back. It's just Nigerian network. I think we are still okay. This Excellency is back. How do you rate the governor performance in the last going to 6 years now in all? I mean, cut across the 18 local government.
I rate it 10 over 100. And let me give you analysis of it. Am I free to do so?
Please go ahead.
10 over 100. I graduated from Lagos University last week, 2000. And when I was in last week, my school fees was 215 naira. State University, 215 naira on the level. Final year, we paid 115 naira because Lagos State government subsidize educational sector. I get me?
Yeah.
Now, I just invest in those state. One university, when governor came on board, was around 25,000 naira. Today, it's about 200,000 naira. Right?
Yeah.
Now, on those days, University of Science and Technology, when the governor came here, I was learned that their school fees was 18,000 naira. But today, it's around 170,000 naira. University of Medical Science in Ondo Town, that Mimeko created with his wisdom, believe that Ondo State have the best, what it takes to do, is about 1 million naira now.
1 million.
And this is the governor in the last 5 years now. He has shut down the entire investing on those states. And it's going around in the last 1 month now. The governor has not settled down on those states. All the governor, the deputy governor does is to go from one party to another. Deputy governor, that one will say, I represent Kedolu in burial ceremony, in name ceremony, in this and that. Last week, the governor,
we are. I think the network is to surpass it. The network is playing us out in this game, but we will continue.
In this Nigeria, I know those states. Hello.
Yeah, we are with you.
In this Nigeria, and in Ondo State, I did my NYC in those days in Ingbidi, Imo State. In Ingbidi, where the wife governor came from. Imo people, we have special advisor and Imo indigenous Ondo State. In fact, if not for some pressure from Quata, I'm aware that the governor wants to appoint in Imo State. How many on those? You understand? The governor has commercialized on those things on personal family affair. Let me put it that way. In the next 3 years, there's nothing that can come out of Jerusalem of Ondo State. There's nothing. Take it or you leave it.
Yeah.
I expected the governor as senior advocate of Nigeria, who was once advocating for restructuring when he was outside the government. I expected the governor to have come up with a policy of how to develop Ondo State, on how to create jobs, on how to bring in infrastructure development. But I'm not seeing so. All I'm keep on seeing on those things is unfortunately audio project from one place to another. You understand? So it's quite. Look, for example, the issue of Ayetoro, the issue of Ilaje is totally unacceptable. It's totally autocracy. It's totally uncalled for. It's not uncalled for.
Yeah.
The people of those states are suffering seriously.
What time did I come?
Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
So, in the history of this country, I've never seen where the Eastern people serve. In fact, more than 5 or 10 Igbos are served in the government of Ondo State today. Or in the name because the wife is from Imo State. And my wife is from Oka. If I become the governor of Ondo State, which I'm going to be by God's grace, I'm going to abolish the office of the first lady. We are wasting money.
Yeah, Your Excellency. We are wasting
money. The first lady has no rights in when it comes to the government. There is no special section in the 1999 Constitution that gave priority to the first lady.
Your Excellency.
My brother.
Your Excellency. Yeah. What you have just said now reminds us as a Nigerian what Buhari said. You politicians are always saying that and that. You always you have your sugar-coated mouth when you are jostling for office. Listen to me, Your Excellency. Listen, Your Excellency. You will talk. When Buhari was coming to power, Buhari said he's going to eradicate the office of the first lady. Just as what you have just said now. But when they get there, it's a different ball game. We hope your own will not be like that.
You see what happened? In 2015, I contested election during that Buhari election. I contested for House of Assembly Koshofe. They do the campaign. I told somebody, I said Buhari is not coming to govern Nigeria. Buhari is just coming to flog Nigeria for what's happened in the past. You understand? I am not Buhari. I'm Ojajuni by name. I am different. I don't have the blood of Buhari. I don't have the blood of Mimiko or the blood of Akeredolu. The blood of Ojajuni run in my vein and the blood of Ilajema. I am telling you the fact and the figure. If I become the governor of Ondo State today, my wife is not going to hold the post of first lady. She can represent the government. She can represent the woman in better for, but allocating money to that office is illegal. It's not recognized in that constitution.
Yeah.
The money the government is spending, the money they are, particularly on those states, the money on those state government is spending for function for his wife, my brother, is enough to provide a factory in the local government.
Yeah, Your Excellency. Did you follow the summit that the first lady did about some few days ago? They call it Foso Summit, where people are expected to pay 50,000 naira for the seminar, and even your governor was there. The governor of Lagos State was there.
What is the object of that summit? Just like I criticize just like the way I condemn some group of Ilajes, some group of my elder brothers who come together to say they have Ilaje, clinical investment, something like that. I ask them, what is the objective of this forum? What are you intending to achieve? After the summit, my brother, no single investor in Bokoda. My brother, every day the courts are clean and people in Bokoda. These people have not that statement. My brother, that summit of Mr. Governor Waive is waste of resources, waste of public fund, okay. At the end of that summit, you can see there's busy snapping picture and eating a national cake, giving themselves award, Padipadi award, audios award that cannot recognize them to international community, award that cannot create job for them. After then, they went another summit again that Madam Funke Suma, to Ibadan again. You understand? So how could you have people from Ondo State, for example, to come and pay 50,000 to attend a summit? To attend a summit, an investment summit. I was given a contract by Delta State government 2017 to organize investment summit, my brother. Delta State investment summit was organized by my company, my brother. We bring in investors from various countries, from everywhere in Delta State. Nobody pays single 1 naira. Hello?
We are with you.
What do you mean by investment summit? Investment summit, bring in technogram. People want to invest in your state, not audio project. People want to invest their money, their own personal money. Okay, Mr. Governor, I want to create a factory in Okitipa that will be producing oil palm. This is my money. I need the land. I need this. You know, just like what happened to Dangote in Ondo State. Unfortunately, Dangote left Ondo State to Lekki to provide an infrastructure that are going to create over 10,000 jobs for Lekkians. You understand? If not for bad policy, then bad government, then the Dangote project will have been on those south. It will have been the eras of development that will transform the entire Nigeria and the entire southwest, including Nigerians. But because of some political tune and some obas in Nigeria who believe that the power belongs to them, just like what happened now, I'm aware that I had to seaport. You know, I mean, the army, the seaport and the Mr. Governor clear another audio project, the seaport that they say is going to be in the army now. I was told, because I went to Erona my town, I see a big signboard that Akeredolu Seaport now is coming to Erona for loud and clear. Ilaje is one. If Seaport is in Aromi, it belongs to Ilaje, it belongs to Ondo State. Why try to divide and separate Ilaje? Because there's some power to be. We're all going to die one day and leave a legacy. What are the legacy that these people are trying to leave for the people of Ilaje? In the last 20 years, Ilaje have not experienced peace and development. It's unfortunate that we found ourselves at the level 87% of leaders in Ilaje, they are not interested in development of Ilaje. All they are interested is a personal interest. Go to Okitipa now. 88% of Ilaje house in Okitipa is the place belong to Ilaje people, my brother.
Well,
I'm not saying it's bad. They are building house in Okitipa, my brother. I'm not saying so. But
yeah.
What I'm saying, I guess, you need to say.
I know. Yeah, exactly. Well, Your Excellency.
I'm sure that Ilaje will become a refugee in other parts of the state. Am I right? So it's unfortunate that we've not found ourselves in an area where we have a selfless leader who put the people first. But the set of people who are ruling on those days in the last 5 years are selfish, ambitious, wicked, satanic man people in Ondo State who don't have any woman feeling.
Yeah, okay. Your Excellency, thank you for your time with us. We have been talking with Prince Eniola Ojajuni, former NNPP governorship candidate in Ondo State in the year 2020, and also an investment consultant. He's the general manager of Vega Foods Limited. Your Excellency, thank you for your time this morning with us on Savannah News Television. In a very short, brief statement, what is your parting words for Ondo State people and Nigerians in general?
My God grace, election is around the corner. My dear people should go and get their PVC. Without PVC, there's no how you can be able to elect a good leader. And people should stay away from money politics. Next election, people should ask questions from House of Assembly, from the House House of Representatives, down to the Senate level. Ask questions. How they tend to govern us. Another sabotage, maybe that was another day. But my advice to my people of Nigeria, good people of Nigeria, and entire those people, go and get your PVC and stay away from money politics. By God's grace, we get there, and Ondo will deliver in Jesus' name. God bless you, and God bless Nigeria. Thank you for having me, sir. It's my pleasure having you, sir.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency Prince Eniola Ojajuni. Thank you very much for having you, and we are very happy for your composure and the way you marshal your point on this program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Yeah, gentlemen and ladies, we just finished with our guest. He was the governorship candidate of NNPP in the last election in Ondo State. And I'm sure you have heard from him about the state of the nation and in Ondo State in particular. As we said from here, we'll always be bringing you vibes from Nigeria on what is happening so that all our viewers across the continent will know, across the world, will be abreast of what is happening back home in Nigeria and in other states in Nigeria. At this junction, I will say thank you for thanking our viewers and for your time, and that will be bringing you news as it's all unfold. I still remain your regular host, Prince Olujimi Adekanle Lijoka of Savannah News Television. Thank you and God bless.
Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about a place in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused, we deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. Things are positive change to us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Radekonde Olujimi Japo. Savannah News TV. I'm a living witness. Keep watching Savannah. News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.